We put the stage together. The stage is awesome. It's held together pretty much by love. And by love, I mean wood screws. And by wood screws, I mean pretty much whatever we can find. But I don't know. You know, I did a show in California, and I didn't do very well, and people kept throwing shit. That's why I told Chris to get all those shuffleboard pucks out of that shuffleboard there, because man, them hurt like a bitch. You get hit with a shuffleboard puck. Hell, that one time I got hit by a trident, and I don't know who the hell brought a trident into a bar. You know, who brings a trident spear into a bar, you know? All of a sudden, oh, got hit by a fucking trident. That's not cool. It's not cool at all. Commercials are weird nowadays. Man, aren't they weird? Like you'd never know. You don't even know what's going to be at the end of the commercial. They'll just show random pictures. Like I seen this one random picture of a puffer fish, and it's got this real soft woman's voice. Like sometimes I just don't feel right. And then it shows a lobster, and sometimes I don't have that oh so fresh feeling. And then it shows a skunk, and then all of a sudden you hear Vagisil. It's like, God damn it. That puts a bad taste in your mouth. That ain't cool. That's just like the clamato juice. You know what? Have you ever heard of that? Out in California, it's super popular. It's tomato juice with clam juice mixed in it, and then they mix it. Bud Light actually produces a beer with this clam juice and tomato juice in it. I drank one of those and I got an oh so fresh feeling. I'm like, oh, things are cool. I'm looking over here and I'm seeing these M&Ms and Skittles, and I'm looking around. I don't see one kid in this crowd. I'm wondering who eats those, really. 25 cents for a handful. Skittles are cool. I looked at Chris and I'm pretty sure he's the one eating them over there.
4 handfuls a day, J.O.
4 handfuls.
That's a dollar.
Trying to keep it cool. You know, kids are wussies nowadays. Have you noticed that? We're raising a bunch of wussies. When I was a kid, to get hurt, you know, it was a lesson, and you learned your lesson. I was on my way to make a delivery, get over this woman's house. And on all the corners of all of her tables in her house, she had these little rubber things mounted to the corners of all of her tables. And this kid comes running through, not even nothing, and just hits one of those corners, and hops off, laughs, and runs off. Just When I was a kid, I'd come run through. My mom didn't have none of them corner things. I'd come run through that house and I ain't nothing back. Oh! Mom's like, I told you not to run in the house. Now look at it. Now we go to the hospital, damn it. Just like when I was a kid at school, the nurse would be on the playground. Oh, I drove by the Smithton playground. Well, that's a McDonald's playground if I've ever seen one. It's so weak. When we were kids, our jungle gym was 17 feet tall, and it had a concrete base, and when you fell from it, you didn't get up and go, you went to triage, you know? Or, if you scraped yourself, you learned to live with it, because you knew if you had to go inside, the nurse was going to spray you with that red shit that burned. You know, I don't know what was in that stuff, but man, I'm sure it was pure gasoline almost, man. And there was a motive not to go out and get hurt. And I don't understand timeout either. There's a whole lot of parents, I'm sure, that are in here. They're like, well, timeout's a good thing. Well, my dad took time out of his busy day to whoop my ass. I got hit. My mom could throw a shoe from 3 rooms away and knock my ass out. She wouldn't have to see me. My brother would be like, oh, here, JR! And about that time, shoo! Shit! But then he got smart. My brother used to do that shit. He used to get smart. I wouldn't even be near my brother. And all of a sudden he'd be like, JR! Oh, Mom, I didn't do shit. And he'd just be over there laughing. No, I don't know. I like, you know, I also do this thing. One of my favorite things though is when I first was out here in when I was first here in Missouri and I flew back out, I wrote a song. And what happened was I was walking through this frozen food section of this local supermarket, and I seen this guy standing there in these black stonewashed blue jeans and this red apron. And it was right then that I realized that he was the baddest ass grocer that I'd ever seen. So I wrote a little song about it. It goes a little something like this. Now bear with me. He was the baddest ass grocer that I'd ever seen. Oh! He was the baddest ass grocer that I'd ever seen. He was the baddest ass grocer that I'd ever seen. Baddest ass grocer that I'd ever seen. Stonewashed in a Mars blue jeans, black leather belt that says Steve. If I ask, he can direct me to the snow peas. He's the baddest ass grocer that I'd ever seen. 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 Black greasy mold that says bad. Homemade tattoo that says dad. Would you like paper or a plastic bag? He's the baddest ass grocer that I'd ever seen. Baddest ass grocer that I'd ever seen. He's a demon on the register. Where can I find the Worcester? Can I get a price check on some cottage cheese? Baddest ass grocer that I've ever seen. Baddest ass grocer. I know, I think it's pretty cool. I wrote that song. Guys, the microphone working quite right. I want to just go ahead and say thank you. My name is J.R. Walter. I'm out of here for the night. Thank you very much. And I'm going to be around. I'm going to be around to do another show if we can get this microphone working. Thank you guys very much. Thank you all.